It's the two greatest words in baseball, and it has nothing to do with the Cardinals tonight. It's Card Central 365. But when you do a baseball show and it's Game 7, you can't ignore it. And therefore, Matt Rocchio and I come to you live here on a Saturday, what's left of the morning here on this Saturday. Rock, I am 4 games off on my prediction of how long this series would go.
I thought Dodgers in 6 was like almost a guarantee. Like I've never felt more confident, which is why we should have known it would be Blue Jays at least taking it to Game 7.
Yeah, and I sat here and said that it was, I think Dodgers in 3 is one of my one of my great predictions that I threw out there. So it's again, it is what it is. We get a Game 7. I cannot wait for Game 7 tonight. It's going to be a fun one. And here we sit, Rock. We are, but 10 minutes till noon, and
Joe,
we don't know who is starting for the Dodgers.
Joe, but the Game 6 was too exciting for Game 7 to be a classic. That's the problem. We've already gotten the 18-inning classic. We know how World Series goes. Go back to 1985. Go to 2011. When you have a Game 6 that has the moments like even last one had. Plus, we're already working on a all-timer earlier in this series. Something tells me, Joe, I'm not saying who's the winner. Something tells me this is a 7-0 game in the 3rd inning or something like that, because that's just how the script would go.
I don't think that, just because
you're right.
You look at again, like I just said, we don't know who's pitching yet for the Dodgers, but it has to be Shohei.
Yes.
And it's not saying that because it's like he is the best pitcher they have available. Like they could easily start Tyler Glasnow tonight if they wanted to. Like that, he threw 3 pitches last night. I think he's on regular rest to start today. They brought him in an emergency situation to close it out last night. But Tyler Glasnow, when you look at it, would make sense. But because of the rules that that Fox clearly laid out there last night, and they talked about it, and they needed to, because I think the casual fan watching this probably does not realize everything that goes into the Shohei rules, the two-way player rules that maybe we'll see a few more of over the next decade. But Shohei can start a game, be taken out, and still maintain his designated hitter role. They cannot do that if they bring him in at any other point in the game. If Tyler Glasnow had been a stud all postseason, if he was just a clear-cut choice tonight in this game, and you were unsure of what you had at the back end of your bullpen, then maybe you could risk it with going with Glasnow and say, you know what, Shohei is going to close it out for us.
Yeah.
The same way he did for Team Japan in the World Baseball Classic. Like you could do, that could be your selling point on it. Knowing all of that, I think Shohei needs to be an opener, and you say, go get me 6 outs, go get me 9 outs, and let's go from there and build the rest of the game around that.
Are you using Glasnow as the second pitcher in the 4th, or
100%.
Are you keeping him until the 8th or 9th?
No.
Okay.
I think it is. Glasnow is. So let me put it this way: Shohei starts tonight.
Yes.
Glasnow is the first Dodger pitcher after Shohei to start a fresh inning.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. If you have to get out of a 2-man on, 2 outs kind of thing, they go to something else, a more of a reliever build. But I see what you're saying. The next fresh inning running out of the dugout or coming in from the bullpen will be Tyler Glasnow. I completely agree. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, if you need to use Blake Trahan or somebody to get you out of an inning, or if Shohei doesn't seem to have it, boom, you put him in here. Glasnow, you're starting fresh. Glasnow is not coming out of the bullpen mid-inning like he did last night. So that's 100% not happening in this scenario. So that you have that Yamamoto, who threw what almost 90 pitches last night. What was his actual total in last night's game?
I'm looking at. I got it right now. It's just loading.
Yeah.
It's taking forever to load. Go on Baseball
But
Reference.
he has said, I mean, we saw him ready to pitch in Game 3 of the World Series after his shutout, and he said, "Hey, I'll be ready."
96 pitches.
Yeah, he's going to go. I'm sure he'll start the game sitting in the dugout by the 4th or 5th inning. I'm sure he's going to just mosey on to the bullpen and just be hanging out there.
So then I guess the question would be, starting a clean inning in the 6th or 7th, Clayton Kershaw for the last time ever?
I think the Dodgers told us everything we need to know about Clayton Kershaw and his role on this roster in Game 5. They were down, was it 5 runs? What would the final score of Game 5 ended up being?
6-1.
6-1. You were in Dodger Stadium. Top of the 9th inning would have been the perfect place to bring in Clayton Kershaw to give him one last chance to walk off the mound.
That's a good point.
The Dodgers did not do that. The Dodgers' only time they used Clayton Kershaw in this World Series was in an 18-inning game.
They used him. What was that? The 12th inning he came in.
I thought 13th.
It was. Yeah, it was one of the two.
Right.
Let me find it exactly. Clayton Kershaw pitched the. Oh geez, where the hell is it? Were we off? Where the hell? I can't. Why can I not find Clayton Kershaw on this damn list? What the hell's happening right now?
He ended one of the innings. He threw what, less than 10 pitches?
He ended the 12th.
Okay. That the fact that Dave Roberts did not bring him in there.
Yeah, that's
telling me that they kind of looked at that and thought, God, we really don't want to bring him in and have him get hit hard in a game we've already lost and be forced to take him out. Ideally, you would have brought him in there, like got him 3 batters and then let him leave. But I don't think the Dodgers trust him to go get 3 outs in an inning.
So we've probably seen the last of Clayton Kershaw. We will one more time at least get to see the Mad Dog with the eyes like a crazy husky. Max Scherzer starts tonight. Yeah. Potentially the last time we ever see him in a Game 7 in his 4th ever World Series with a 4th different team. An unbelievable run for Max Scherzer, and I couldn't imagine it ending any other way than a Game 7 like this.
I saw the stat earlier this week that I saw the stat pop up that this was he is pitching in his 4th World Series for his 4th different team. And then I saw the graphic of the teams that he had pitched for and completely forgot that he was a Texas Ranger.
Yep.
That was the one that I completely forgot about on that list, because the list it's Nationals, Blue Jays,
Rangers and Tigers.
Because I saw that and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I initially saw it. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's pitched in the World Series for both teams playing. And then I look at that, I'm like, wait, no, he never made it to the World Series with the Dodgers.
No, he didn't.
So yeah, I completely forgot about Texas Ranger Max Scherzer.
And by the way, the cool part about that piece of trivia is that one of the only other players in league history to go to 4 World Series with multiple teams is Lonnie Smith, who did 4 World Series with 3 teams. He won it with the Phillies, played with the Cardinals, the Royals, and the Braves, but he actually won 2 with the Braves.
Yeah. So Max Scherzer, future San Francisco Giant Max Scherzer, will.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, he will pitch tonight. Start for the Blue Jays tonight. And again, it's one of those, like you talk about no drama. I just think that we have seen so many dominant pitching performances from guys that like Trey Savage has to be a top option for the Blue Jays tonight, coming out of their bullpen on 2 days rest.
Yep.
Right now, pitched in Game 5, had the day off, had Thursday off, and was sitting last night. So he's going to be ready to go. Like, how many innings can you get out of him tonight? Like, what's he going to be ready to do? So I kind of look at that, and that's where a lot of it comes in for me with the drama of it all with the pitching, where I just don't see it getting to a spot where it's going to be 7-0 or just some sort of blowout in the game.
No, every fact tells you that it shouldn't be that way, but every fact told you that the Dodgers were supposed to win this 1 in 5 or 6, and that's why I'm going with baseball karma at this point. Baseball karma told us all after we all said for a week that it was going to be a short series. Baseball karma told us that it was going to be a long series. And now the operatic way that baseball is, honestly, it's not even operatic. It's just like Game of Thrones is essentially how the World Series gets produced now. Instead of the Game 7, Episode 10 being the big one, it's the one right before the end of the series that's actually the big one where all the money gets spent. Game 6s are where World Series are decided. And it's only pure superstition that I think Game 7 isn't going to be a close one. Every other actual logical piece of fact and information that we has, to your point, tells us this game is going to be an absolute barn burner up until at least the 7th inning.
I will. I'm going to ask you to pull up your DraftKings app and tell me right now who the favorites are for the World Series MVP. And while you do that, Rock, I will sit here and tell you all about our friends over at DraftKings. Today is November 1st. Today's November 1st. We are 1 month away in Missouri to be able to legally bet using the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app, and it's 1 month away here at the Show Me State. New Missouri customers can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and go live when we place a $5 bet to unlock a $300 bonus bets. Starting November 17th, you can create your DraftKings Sportsbook account in Missouri. Get ready for launch day on December 1st. So many different ways to bet, live in-game betting, lightning fast payouts, all kinds of bonuses and prop bets that you can get, especially here on a Saturday morning watching college football. You could jump on there and maybe place a 14 parlay like I did earlier today and sit back and watch 3 of the 4 probably lose. So you can do that starting on December 1st. And then tell me about how much better you are at it than me. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and grab $300 in bonus bets with just a $5 bet when we go live on December 1st. Partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 and over. Physically present in Missouri. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
And it's all overs for me today, by the way. Overs, hitting the overs on those Big Ten games going on in today. I have not. It's noon. I haven't looked at a score yet. I have not been able to turn a TV on and look at a score yet of any of the games going on in college football right now. Who are according to DraftKings Sportsbook? Who are the favorites in the for the MVP right now?
Well, while we're talking that really quickly, I hope one of your overs was West Virginia, Houston, because if it's not,
touch that one, no.
Well, then if your overs are playing right now, I'm sorry. When we're looking at DraftKings right now, the World Series MVP favorite -105 for Shohei Ohtani. He's obviously the odds-on favorite there, but you want a little value, +130 on Vladimir Guerrero, +700 on Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and then it jumps all the way up to +4,000 for Addison Barger, excuse me. Those are your World Series MVP odds going into Game 7.
Man, what is right now? What do they have Kike Hernandez at?
Kike Hernandez. Ooh,
yes.
Joe, I'll say, are they? I don't see him. I don't see him
listed on here either.
Yes, he is not listed right now.
Plus 30,000. You have to look at Enrique Hernandez.
Oh, Enrique Hernandez.
Enrique Hernandez. He is plus 30,000. That's I threw a couple bucks on that at the beginning of the World Series. So what I need from Enrique Hernandez is to hit a grand slam today. That's what I need from him in Game 7 is to hit a grand slam in the game today. That also puts me at the 7 RBI mark for him in the World Series.
If the Blue Jays do win, the highest rated Blue Jays are Guerrero, Barger, and Yasavage.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that if Trey Yasavage comes into this game and gives them an inning or two that he could slip in and get the MVP over? Let's say Vladimir has a bad game. Let's say it's a 2-1 win for the Blue Jays and Guerrero isn't involved in the run at all, but Yasavage comes in and gives them 2 innings pitched. Does he somehow break the odds here on DraftKings?
Trey Savage in the World Series, just in the World Series right now. I'm kind of looking at this in his 2 games. He has pitched 11 innings and has struck out 17, allowing 3 earned runs. If he pitches 2 or more innings today of no runs, and they win a low scoring game, he's your MVP.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And right now he's plus 8,000.
Woof. Barger, by the way, has 5 2-hit games in the World Series right now. The only one where he didn't have a 2-hit game is when the Blue Jays lost 5-1 in Game 2. Every other game in this World Series right now, Addison Barger has gone for at least 2 hits. He only has 1 RBI though, so I see the batting average numbers and the OPS numbers why he's high up on the number. But if you don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game tonight, I would much rather roll with 8,000 on Trey Savage than plus 130 on Guerrero. If you're looking for value, there is a pathway. I agree with you. There is a pathway. It's a short one. It's a skinny one. But for plus 8,000, I don't know what else you're going to.
I am really surprised.
I kind of like
that Yamamoto is only plus 700 and Savage is plus 8,000, because if either one comes in today and throws 2 or more innings of shutout ball to help their team win a low-scoring game, either one of those are your winners. And there is a much higher chance that Savage throws tonight than Yamamoto.
But
my phone is not near me right now. I will be grabbing it off the charger when we wrap up this show, and I am going to be putting some money on Savage to win the MVP tonight.
The one thing going against those 2 long shot wagers, Joe, would be this: the last time the starting pitcher, or a pitcher anyway, the last time a pitcher won World Series MVP. It has only happened twice in the last decade plus. Since, in fact, going back to 2009, it has only happened 2 times. It was
how long?
Going back to 2009, because Cole Hamels 2008, but going back to 2009, there's only been 2 World Series MVPs to be starting pitchers, and it's 2014.
Was 2014 Madison Bumgarner?
It was Madison Bumgarner.
Okay.
And then the other one is 2019.
2019 would have been, was that Steven Strasburg?
It was Steven Strasburg. Here are their lines from those MVP winning series. Madison Bumgarner went 2-0 with a save across 3 appearances. He had a shutout, and he allowed 1 earned run across over 21 innings pitched with 17 strikeouts. Steven Strasburg went 2-0 over 2 games started. He allowed 4 earned runs over 14 innings pitched with 14 strikeouts. Both those lines sound like something that Trey Savage or Yamamoto more so could have at the end of this series.
Yeah. I'm going to have to put something on that today.
Oh, by the way, here's another one. And I know that the 08 was a weird one. Cole Hamels won in 08 with a 1-0 record over 2 starts with 4 earned runs over 13 innings and 8 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah, they have. So, yeah, I'm going to go do that and check out the rest of my football picks for that. Who do you got tonight, Rock?
Listen, I'll completely flip-flop. I'm going Destiny. Let's go Blue Jays. I think you're right. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm rolling this one 100% with fate. Let's go Blue Jays. I know it would screw up all of the narratives about why the lockout is necessary and how the Dodgers ruin baseball and how next year when a team has 84 wins, we're not allowed to say that they're not really a playoff team because apparently you can beat the greatest roster ever built. But all that will be thrown into the trash because the Blue Jays will win tonight.
I think because of my soon-to-be placed Savage bets, I think I'm going to go with
the Dodgers. Yes! That's a good hat. That's a great hat.
It is.
God, that's a great hat.
It is. Hudson's baseball team is the Blue Jays, so it's not different, very different logo, but I got it. Just
do you guys egregiously put an American flag somewhere on your Blue Jay?
No, we don't.
You should. Damn it! You should put like the state of
star. At least, yeah, star.
The state of Illinois. Just put the state of Illinois flag over your Blue Jay.
Hey, that's going to do it for our show today. Leave your comments on who you think is going to take home Game 7 of the World Series tonight, and enjoy watching tonight on Fox a Game 7. First time since 2019 that we've had a Game 7 in the World Series. For Matt Rocchio, I'm Joe Roderick. Talk to you next time right here on Card Central 365 on STL Sports Central, brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours.